seat in Congress for the people of the 24th District. Solely about restoring our representation in order to serve the needs and wishes of our constituents, as opposed to a liberal dream team of Nancy Pelosi and Dan Maffei. And will vote for us. I came to the central western portion of our state nearly 40 years ago. I was serving in the United States Army and was stationed at my last assignment at the Seneca Army Depot. I married a beautiful young lady from Camillus, New York, and stayed here and raised my family here. And like you, I love this area. She is a wonderful, caring, intelligent woman with an iron will. I proudly present to you our next congressional representative, Emery.
I'm overwhelmed every time I stand before a group of people such as yourself. For those of you who were at our rally Friday night, over 400 people came and got together and celebrated the greatness of America and our Constitution. But it overwhelms me because you all get it. You all understand what's and to get our country back on course. We together will get back our voice in upstate New York. With your help, this grassroots campaign that started so far behind has now gotten national attention. And people are now saying, and the pundits who seem to know or think they know, we're competitive, we're in a statistical dead heat with the congressman, and we will win this seat back. Mitt Romney. Thank you.
You know she's going to win. You're a big part of that, and the energy here in upstate New York is a big part of that. But let me tell you, there's energy all over the country for people very much like Anne-Marie Buerkle. Across the country, people are saying that they're not happy with what's happened in Washington over these last couple of years, and frankly, in some cases, over the last couple of decades. What they had to do was to get this economy back on track. But instead of focusing on the economy, he instead used the economy as a means to exploit his real agenda, which was to put in place a whole series of values and principles that Americans don't frankly understand or want. He pushed this cap and tax idea. He put in place a health care takeover, and he tried to convince the American people that that was the right course, and they said no. We want smaller government, not bigger government. We want lower taxes, not bigger taxes. We also want an economy that will create jobs in the private sector, not more people in the governmental sector. Since he passed his stimulus, I believe the number is 127,000 new jobs have been created in government. And almost 2 million jobs have been lost in the private sector. He got it wrong. And because he, and Nancy Pelosi, and Harry Reid, and representatives who voted with them got it wrong, we're going to elect Anne-Marie Buerkle to get it right. It's a critical time for the country, and you recognize that. The real course is whether we're going to follow the path that was laid down by the founders of the country, or instead we think somehow America got it wrong, and that perhaps others can lead us better than we've been led in the past. At the very beginning of the country, the founders said, you know, we have a choice here. We can either follow the crown and have the king tell us what to do, or we can create our own monarchy, or kind of monarchy, and have a central government tell us what to make and how to make it, where to ship it, and how much to get paid, or instead, we can let the American people follow the dreams of their own hearts. And that's, of course, the choice they made. Not just in selecting who our candidates would be, but also what our lives would do, where we make our occupation, how we live our lives. It was up to us. And that decision made America the land of opportunity, where people came from all over the world to be here. That's who we are. It's in our DNA to love liberty, to be a pioneering, innovative sector. Those nations are going to send in. We're going to work hard. We're going to outwork the Democrats, because you know what? They're on their heels right now, as well they should be, because they're embarrassed. And we're not embarrassed. We're going to work to get the job done. Thanks, guys.
Good job.
Thanks, bro. You're back for a second round? Look at 1960. That's right. Buerkle actually find that
I figured a video. I'm making a mile.
State Senator John D. Francisco is here. Assembly candidate Rick Guy. Republican Chair John Conspirato. The Town of Salina Supervisor Mark Nicota. Assembly candidate here Chris Finn. And longtime Republican Marie Mahoney at Make sure I didn't leave anyone out. We have Bill Stone here, longtime Republican.
In the North Country, the other head we got to chop off to get.